Hello, everybody. Laura here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited to share a project featuring the gorgeous new Tim Holtz Distress Color. Bum, ba, ba, bum. It's called Lost Shadow. And of course, you get all the different mediums. You got Distress ink, you got oxide, Distress oxide spray, Distress spray stain. You got your reinkers for the oxide and your reinker for the Distress ink. And then have you got Distress paint. And then, of course, you've got embossing glaze. So one of my favorite things to do with Distress inks, time and time again, is blend. I took one of the stencils from the animal print stencil pack, and I'm going to do a giraffe. Now, I know giraffes aren't gray. And this is, by the way, this Lost Shadow is the perfect soft gray. I think what I'm going to end up doing is using this a lot to make a subtle blended background. No matter what your stencil pattern is, do a soft gray. You know, whenever I get a paper pattern pack, my go-to is to grab the soft gray pattern. I think it's subtle. It doesn't compete with your composition. And here, more than a giraffe pattern, actually looks more like a stone wall since I did it in gray. So I can see myself using this Lost Shadow a lot with various patterns of stencils. So there you have this Lost Shadow in all her glory. Now I'm going to die cut a window opening using one of the nested circle dies. I'm going to shake it up, make a shaker. Okay, let's just talk about the fingernails. Let's get that out of the way. So you probably noticed I got some fancy schmancy fingernails happening here. I got a package from Olive and June. Kathy Zilski is the one who turned me on to Olive and June. They were so kind to send me this package with these, oh, what do they call? They're like fake nails, but you glue them on. And they were long. I cut them down and trimmed them. And even still, I feel like I can't get the backing off of foam tape. I can't get the backing off of that score tape. I'm futzing and fiddling around. Now, like if I wanted to try to play the guitar, good grief. But hey, I've had them on for a day. I've really enjoyed it. By the way, there's a little star pattern in my fingernails. So it's very fun. I think it would be fun to wear for an occasion, but for everyday card making, might drive me bonkers. But hey, here's to trying new things in 2023. So, by the way, in my little shaker window, I'm going to stamp a cutie patootie elephant, which is from the CZ Wild Love stamp set. Okay, now I'm back in my shaker panel with some foam adhesive strips. These are by Waffle Flower. I love them. Use them all the time. I think I'll cry if I ever run out. I'm going to have to order more. But another fun fact about the fingernails, apparently you can remove them. Just soak your hand in warm soapy water. This is what the package says. And then you can reuse them. They're reusable. Okay, so next time I want to look real like I got my life together, I'm going to glue them back on. You bet your bottom dollar. Okay, now to add a rosy cheek to the elephant, I got a little RV10 and then a little C0 to add just a little bit of detail. See, 2023 is all about go light, get light, feel light, fresh, and a little bit of Copic accent. So a little bit of gray. Fill the shaker with some Studio Katia iridescent confetti. Little bit, not too much. Little dabble do. Pop down my Lost Shadow shaker window. Bada boom, bada bing. Now for the sentiment, we're pulling out the Fancy Love. This is another die by Simus the Stamp. And I'm going to do the backer shadow in vellum. And then the word die. Now this was a journey. First I pulled out the holographic. Look at this holographic paper. This is also by Simus the Stamp. I die cut it first out of the holographic. And I gave that a little look. I thought, looks good. I flipped over the holographic, did another, liked it too. And then I pulled out the color block or the color blend cardstock. And this one really brought the papow. And so do you ever do this? You die cut your word die out about 55 different colors and you go round and round for about 3 hours. Can't decide what to use. That's where I'm at, folks. It's where I'm at. What do you think? What's your choice? 1, 2, or 3? Okay, I decided on the color blend. And it's got that red, that cherry red into that vibrant fuchsia. I popped it on the vellum, popping it down right underneath that elephant. And then I pulled out one of these sentiment strips. These are the reverse the best friends sentiment strips. I used one of the sentiment label dies to cut out that little I adore you. I was really wishing I had a sentiment that said love you tons. You know, like an elephant, love you tons, or love you a ton. That would have really tied in, but I couldn't find anything that said that. So I just did I adore you. It's going to have to work. Sometimes you got to go with the flow. And there you have a fun little shaker card, cute elephant, and the star of the show really is the gorgeous new Lost Shadow Distress ink color blended in that background. Make sure and check out the Simon Says Stamp blog for more information and inspiration on this gorgeous new color. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.